How do I describe this movie? Ah, I know. Cheesy. 1999's Yonggary, re-released in 2001 as A Reptilian. Starts out with people exploring a cave with a bunch of dinosaur bones, and then all of them except the main evil guy doesn't die. And an old dude finds an alien carcass. Anyhow, skip ahead a couple of years and, well, they've almost uncovered the entire dinosaur bone. But pretty soon some accidents start happening and people are dying left and right. And then we discover that there's aliens, the creature comes to life, and then attacks a bunch of people. And then we get this.
You're my creation! I made you!
Just a work of art this movie is. Not. Then the creature magically disappears because the aliens can somehow do that with no context. Then our two main protagonists, this old dude and a girl that was working with the bad guy, but not anymore, get in a car and drive away with this military guy who doesn't believe him at first, but then out of nowhere, Yonggary appears again, and, well, it's just out of nowhere. They just look at him.
Do you smell it, Doctor? It smells so old.
That's what she said!
Pretty soon, some choppers come and fire at him, and then he disappears again. Yay. Then Yonggary appears in the city. Some jets start firing at him, and he goes away again. Our main character soon discovered that there's a magical crystal on his forehead that the aliens are using to control him. So what do? They get people on jetpacks to fire at him. This movie is amazing, and yet it's cheesy. I love it.
Compared to this guy, Godzilla is a pussy.
Anyhow, Yonggary swats at them like they're flies and then just disappears again. He then goes towards the city and the jetpack guys follow him. The government then sets a timer to launch a nuke at Yonggary. Yonggary appears in the city and starts wreaking havoc again. Then one guy sacrifices himself to ram into Yonggary's head. Then he becomes a good guy and save a bunch of people from a falling building. What kind of monster are you? Pretty soon the aliens realize that the monster is out of their control and release their own monster. Psychor? Yeah, I think that's it. Anyhow, the two monsters start fighting, and then we get some really bad action sequences. Yonggary then shoots a fireball at Psychor's head, and it comes off, and then, you know, he's dead, right? No, it has tentacles, and are we about to get a cool King Ghidorah regeneration head scene? No, it's just a tentacle. How can he even see? Anyhow, Yonggary shoots a fireball in the neck hole, and it explodes. Then the government sends Yonggary off into an island. Monster Island, maybe? No, that is a stretch. Anyhow, Yonggary, how do I sum up this movie? It's cheesy, all right. I already said that in the beginning. It's just corny dialogue. It's just terrible. I would not recommend this movie. I'll give it like, 1 star. That's it. Okay, bye.